Yo, what's up guys? How's it going? It's Legitsky, and today, well, you guessed it, I'm uploading something. So, I know it's been a while guys, but truth be told, I haven't really been playing much for the last year or so, and I've been playing pretty sporadically, so my content has been pretty much non-existent. But this is some gameplay from July or August of this year when Halo 3 dropped on MCC for PC. This is week 1 of the Slayer playlist being out, along with the whole game itself. I was playing with Avoided, Endure, who's Cuaty, and Slim Haley, and we matched up against these guys, Tommy Dreger, A Criminal, and sSyphoN. So this is just a fun game we played. I kind of want to take the time, rather than do heavy commentary on this, to kind of talk about a few things. Really, where I've been, where I am, and where I'm going, being kind of the key points here. But I mean, this is just a standard Guardian gameplay. You know, we spawn on good sides, so we have a very heavy advantage. But you know, I've really not had much of an interest in playing Halo 3 lately. The game's 13 years old. It's been out for a while, and despite 343's best efforts, which aren't great, if I'm honest with you, the game to me has become a bit stale. You know, being on PC, unlimited frames, and, you know, very high res, really smooth aiming, all great. Halo 3 PC plays phenomenally. But the fact of the matter is, you know, it's an old game, and I don't find much interest in playing the same settings over and over again. That's kind of why I've been dabbling in other games or just not playing. And kind of the big culprit here, and the reason why I really don't play much anymore, is the really shitty matchmaking system that 343 has in place for the MCC. The ranking system in particular. I've been a strong advocate for them to change the ranking system for really and truly years now. I mean, this ranking system doesn't work for a game like MCC, where you have a low population, you have a very strict rank and party matching system, which on an alive game would work fine, but you just don't have the population for it, and it takes way too long to rank up. It's way too easy to rank down now. So, in reality, basically killed the ranked environment in that regard, because you're basically taking what's left of it and stretching it extremely thin. So my big gripe there is you know, the ranking system, they've got to make it to where people rank up quicker and it's not so easy to rank down. I mean, you could win 10 games straight, lose 1, and that's all your progress gone right there. And depending on how high a level you are, that could be as much as a few hours or even a few days of progress right then and there. So, for that reason, you know, I had a good run in Slayer with Slim, A Criminal, Cuaty, Avoided, etc. in this playlist. But the truth of the matter is I think we stopped playing when we hit around level 34, which isn't even halfway to 50 in terms of games. Yeah, I know 34 is higher than 25, but no, the number of games you need to get a 50 in regard to levels, the top end is way heavier. So, you know, for us, we found games pretty consistently up until our low mid-20s. Things slowed down a bit, but we persevered, and we were still able to find games up until we hit level 30 something, like I stated. And then at that point, we were waiting 2 hours or so just to find one game. It was extremely unproductive, and it wasn't fun. You know, does anyone really want to sit there and search 2 hours for one game? I don't think so. And fact of the matter is once me, Avoided, and Slim made the conscious decision to stop playing, you know, I don't think we've really come together as a team since, because there's not really much for us to play. Yeah, we can play hardcore and doubles and all that, but, you know, for me personally, I wanted to play Slayer. My main objective was to, as I did on console over a year ago, was to get the first Slayer 50 with my team, being Slim and Avoided. And, you know, for us to do that, it didn't make sense to sit there and wait hours and hours and hours every day just to find a game. It was completely impractical, and for that reason, that's pretty much the last time I've played Halo on a consistent basis. You know, you really won't find me playing much, even Halo 5. I spent a lot of time on Halo 5 this year, going for various things like Champ 1 in a playlist or two, and, you know, getting my 152 overall because I'm a completionist. And that's kind of what's kept me on Halo. But once that kind of dried up, and once Halo 3 PC, in my opinion, just became too slow and too dead at the top end for ranks, I just said screw it. So it's really why I don't have much to show for it in terms of gameplay and uploads. I made the promise that I would upload games once I hit you know, a certain rank in Halo 3 Team Slayer on PC, and I was able to upload games, but there's just really not much to show, man, and it's really disappointing because, as I stated before, I think really it just boils down to 343's negligence of the ranking system and matchmaking systems they have in place. They've kept the same ranking system in place since the game released in 2014, and truth be told, it doesn't work. So, you know, for that reason, I think that my future on MCC is kind of uncertain. You know, crossplay's coming out soon. I think as of the recording of this video, it should be out on 17th of November, which is 8 days from now. But even that, I don't think is going to be enough. You know, as of the recording of this gameplay, not the video, but the gameplay, there was no crossplay. So only PC players could match each other. Only Xbox players could match each other. So there was a big divide in the community in terms of who was playing what, who was playing with who, etc., etc. So I think 343 neglecting crossplay as well and putting it off, dismissing it as not being, you know, an immediate concern was a big reason for why Halo 3 PC's population just didn't do that well. I mean, if you guys want more insight, just as an example, I think Halo 3 PC's been out now for 4 months or so. Don't quote me on that. I don't even remember when it came out because I honestly don't care, but it's been about 4 months, I think, and in that time you've got about 5 or so hardcore 50s. I think Trippy, Gilkey, maybe Goofy. I know Lethal, I think, has one. And then you have 2 Radar doubles 50s. Tylenol and Flazin, maybe deciding is close. I think Trippy's close too. And then Slayer, nothing. So, you know, you have a few Invasion 50s, but for Halo 3, there's just not enough of a population, and the ranking system's too bad for people to get games and get the ranks they want. So until that is fixed, until that is addressed, I don't see MCC doing particularly well. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that topic, and that's the reason why I haven't been playing. As of now, I'm just hanging out. I'd like to put out more gameplays because I have quite a bit of content saved on my PC currently. Some of which is Halo 3 MCC PC gameplay. Some of it's older stuff from console. So you'll see some stuff coming out from me in the next few weeks that I'd like to share with you guys. And you know, I hope you guys are still around to watch. You know, I'm very thankful to, even at this point, having not uploaded in a very long time, to have 1,200 subs still, and you know, my videos are still getting views and likes and comments. I'm still getting support from you guys, so you know, I am so grateful for that. If you want to talk about great content creators, you're not really in short supply when it comes to YouTube for Halo 3. I mean, you got all my teammates here pretty much, except for Cuaty. You got Slim and Avoided, who upload regularly. My Roll Dogs, two of the great friends I've made on Xbox recently, and 2 of the great teammates I've had all time in Halo. You know, I played everything from Halo 2 to Halo 3 to Halo 4, Invasion, to Halo 5. I played everything with these guys, and I'm so grateful to have become friends with them. You know, Steven RG95 as well, and a few other guys, A Criminal. You know, all guys I've had a blast playing Halo with, and they've made some of the inadequacies that 343 has put in place in the matchmaking system. They've made those inadequacies very tolerable. So I want to give a shout out to them. Check out their YouTube channels. Of course, it goes without being said, the greatest Halo commentator of all time, Tommy Kost. You know, great friend, collaborator of mine as well. Someone who I haven't spoken to in a little while since I've kind of been on a hiatus from Halo. I want to give a shout out to him. I want you guys to check out his content if you haven't. I think if you watch me, there's a very, very high chance you watch Tommy's stuff, so go ahead and give him a look. A Criminal and sSyphoN have YouTube channels as well. I'm going to link all these channels below, by the way, for you guys to check out. But A Criminal has a channel as well. He's got some content. He's got some good content. And sSyphoN's got a little bit of stuff out there, too, so check them out. And shout out to Dreger as well. He's a cool guy. I'm friends with all these guys on the red team, and you know, as I stated, I'm going to go ahead and neglect the commentary aspect of this gameplay simply because it's a basic gameplay. You know, Guardian, when 2 teams are relatively evenly matched, or you know, even one team slightly better than the other, if that team's going to get the elbow spawn, they stand a much greater chance of winning the game than the team who gets the blue spawn, and that's kind of indicated by the scoreboard here. I mean, we got the good side, we got Sniper, we played our cards right, and it kind of led to us controlling the map for the entirety of the game pretty much. I think up until 47 kills, we had a control of the map. I'm gonna go for the kill here on sSyphoN, and that's gonna wrap things up. So thank you guys so much for watching. This game I went 16-6. I went +10. I did pretty well. Shout out to the red team again. Shout out to my teammates. Just give these guys all some follows. Check them out. So I'm gonna be putting out more content over the next few weeks. Be sure to look out. As always, thank you guys so much for the support. It means so much more than you know. And just drop a comment, drop a sub, drop a like. Just give me some feedback. Let me know what's up. And I'll catch you guys in the next upload. As always, take it easy.